He's happy, and they're off. And a maid, well, he missed it, probably 4, maybe 5, so he's not the best away, but we know that was probably going to be the case. One last kiss, and also Acceleration gets snagged out. There's plenty of speed on up front. Yellow Brick Road, Oceanic Flash, Alhambra Lad's carving over. So too is Grand Piero, Rapino not far away, Sanderstan caught out a fraction deep at the moment. Then Skelm. The map seemed to jump quite well. She's actually just in behind the main division as they turn into the straight, and then 8 on the dot. So they're in the home straight now, and it's Oceanic Flash being joined by Alhambra Lad. Alhambra Lad rolls up now to take the lead from Oceanic Flash, and Sanderstan is going to park between the pair as they come down with a circuit to run. Yellow Brick Road's getting a lovely trail now, running 5th on the outside of Skilm. 2 to Grand Piero, and then a length away to the map, Rapino, and 8 on the dot, 3 deep. One last kiss was able to sneak through inside of the map there when she left the fence and has pinched ground. A maid is towards the back of the field, and there looks to be some problem here for the jockey. There is Zac Spain, he's lost his irons. So we've got a problem here with a maid. Zac Spain has got no irons and he's just sitting in the field. It's like he was back in 1864. Then Tulligan, followed by Acceleration. Towards the back is Roaring Engine in company with Lincoln King. Lincoln King ahead of Roaring Engine, and Port Guillaume is 4th last. So there's some issues for a maid. That's the first thing we've established. The second thing we've established is that Alhambra Lad at the mile has the lead by a length to Sanderstan. 3rd position, Oceanic Flash. Yellow Brick Road is 4th. Skelm is 5th. Then Grand Piero, 8 on the dot. The map is 1 off on the outside. She's almost obscured by the lime colours of One Last Kiss. Then a maid in the white cap with Zac Spain bobbing in the saddle. Rapino, and then Tulligan. Port Guillaume, Acceleration, and towards the back of the last 2, Lincoln King and Roaring Engine. Heading to the side of the track, they've gone in halfway, 1,000 to run. And the leader, Alhambra Lad, by 3/4. Sanderstan ready to strike. Yellow Brick Road has moved to 3rd. Oceanic Flash, then 8 on the dot. Skelm, followed by Grand Piero. Now the map, Jamie Carr's just holding her cards at the moment. She's yet to peel, but she's going to come deep. One last kiss, then Port Guillaume. A maid still going along, but he's in all sorts of trouble here. Then Acceleration sneaking through as they race up towards the 600, where Sanderstan gets in the face now of Alhambra Lad. Yellow Brick Road, 8 on the dot, Skelm. Here's the map joining in at the right time. A maid's come off the fence. This would be remarkable if he's in the finish. They sweep up to the home bend. Sanderstan turned in front with Alhambra Lad. The map quickly joins them. Accelerations charge through on the rail. Then a maid. The map goes to the lead at the 250. Accelerations hunting her down. Acceleration after the map. Then a maid and Skilm. Acceleration drives through underneath the map. Acceleration on the map. A grandstand finish to the Adelaide Cup. Or maybe Acceleration. A whisker to the map, but there's nothing.
So there it was, the Adelaide Cup for 2024, and the winner there, Acceleration, trained by Richard Cully and ridden by Harry Coffey. And, well, John, as we rewatch the replay there, what a incredible ride by Harry, but there were a lot of very good rides in the race.
There were. The first 2 horses are great rides, and I was watching Harry on Acceleration, probably because I backed it, and just watching how he was riding the horse. And not only was it a great ride, but the ride suited that horse so well. I talked before the race, I liked him because he had a change of gear that the other horses wouldn't have. To be able to use that change of gear, you've got to do no work in the run. And he knew that he had to settle the horse and switch it off early. He's barely gone round a horse, and he's won the race by half a head or a short half head. It is an amazingly good ride. Jamie Carr, for a favoured runner, I thought she's ridden the horse very well. She's given it every chance.
So she was hard on herself after we just spoke with her after the win of Osbar in the previous. She said she felt like she got exposed in front too soon.
That's probably not necessarily her fault. I don't think the map is a horse you really want to ride for luck too much.
Yeah.
The map's basic forte is that she can run a tough 600 or 800 metres and and keep hitting the line, and she did that. And I'm sure that backers of the map could not be disappointed the way Jamie rode her. She got her to settle forward in midfield. She got her off the rails in that beautiful one-off trail. On the home turn, she did have a couple of lengths on acceleration and did get run down by him. And then just watching Zac Spain on a maid without irons, having the audacity to just track the map from the last 800 metres.
Well, speaking of Zac Spain, let's catch up with him now with JT.
Well, we've seen an incredible 2024 Adelaide Cup for a number of reasons. One man that probably didn't have the most pleasant experience, mate, we can laugh about it now, Zac Spain. Wow, you've had an eventful half an hour.
Yeah, very frustrating, to be honest. You know, the horse had been flying, and for that to happen, it's just very unlucky. You know, I had one iron snap going to the barriers, fell off him, and then luckily the barrier boys had one behind there, so he put another one on, and then at the winning post first time round, he left iron snapped. So look, that's racing. Sometimes these things happen, not very often, but yeah, from there out I just had to readjust and, you know, just try to do my best.
When you say snapped, is it just a case of the leather just, you know, breaking, which, as you say, never really happens?
Yeah, so just where the pin was on both sides, it snapped. So yeah, you know, I used that saddle in race 2 earlier today and had no issues, and then when the big one comes around, that happens. So look, it's unfortunate. The horse ran super. Unfortunately, I couldn't get stuck into him and, you know, ride him to the best of my ability to the winning post. But look, he's gone gallant.
What goes through your head? Do you think about pulling him up? Because it happened before the 2,000 metre mark. Or do you just say, no, I've got to ride this out and give him a crack?
Yeah, well, where I was, I couldn't really do anything because I was back on the rails, and yeah, luckily he's a quite easy horse to ride. He doesn't pull or anything like that, so he definitely looked after me today. Despite
all of that, he loomed up as a chance. Did you think, hang on, this might be one of the great racing fairy tales. I might be able to run past him here.
Yeah, well, before the iron snapped, I looked up and I seen, you know, Jamie on the map in front of me, and I just thought, oh, how good's this? I'll be able to get onto her back when I want to. And look, even though the irons did snap, I was still able to follow her everywhere she went. And yeah, as I said, just unfortunately, I couldn't get stuck into him. He's an old 10-year-old that needs a bit of persuading sometimes. So look, as I said, it's unfortunate. Lucky that we stayed on, and yeah, May definitely looked after me.
Go ice up. Hopefully you're not too sore tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be jumping straight in that ice bath. I'm already starting to get a bit tender.
Zac Spain there with JT. Hey, John, I just had a look at some of the other beaten runners. Roaring Engine ran a pretty good race for a lightly raced start.